You know, I had enormous plans for yesterday in terms of making a big video for the launch of the Kickstarter, but then it actually came out an hour earlier than expected, so I ended up just live streaming most of yesterday instead. And I have actually, as you can probably hear in my voice, done a little bit of damage. But I will say what an amazing day that it was. I had an absolute blast with everyone there, but now it is time to talk about the Kickstarter. The absolutely enormous Kickstarter. This thing blew everybody except for my expectations out of the water. You could actually tell as you watched the pieces of their stream that the folks at Catalyst were a little bit shocked by just how fast it was going. It has already broken through the previous Clan Invasion Kickstarter. The previous Clan Invasion Kickstarter had 11,000 backers, and it did $2.5 million. As of this moment of me making this video, the new Kickstarter has done $3.75 million. And there are 14,000 backers, and there are still 27 days to go. Oh yes, yes. This is a very, very big event. There is a ton going on. I don't really know how I'm actually intending on covering all of this because there's actually so much to cover. So I'm going to do my best to cover over some of this in this video, just to talk to you guys about it. I'm freestyling this. Normally I do scripts. There's no script here this time. It's unscripted. So first things first, what are people who are investing in the Kickstarter getting out of it? They're getting a bunch of models. They're getting a bunch of new lore. They are getting a gigantic number of new map sheets, along with new neoprene maps as well. The stretch goals continue to get enhanced. They're giving people a better and better deal as the Kickstarter grows. As of right now, people are getting more salvage boxes because they've hit several Kickstarter goals, and people are also getting more force packs if they've signed up in the larger tiers. The next goal for them to hit is 4 million. Originally, they only had $2 million in goals, which is hilarious, because now they're up to 4 million. They're like, oh god. So, at 4 million, they're going to be releasing another support pack. I do know that you could tell they didn't expect this amount of support because they're actually asking their backside suppliers, basically the people who make the models for them after they design them, where they're like, can you guys build stuff faster? Because, like, we're going to have to come up with more box sets. So at 4 million, they've already promised another box set to be added to this. And at 5 million, everybody who's invested in the Kickstarter is going to get more content. So, how am I going to go over all of this? Oh, good God. The Kickstarter looks like it's going to be heading for fulfillment at 2024. Remember, everybody, most of this stuff is going to be made available through your retailers eventually as well. Shipping will still be added to this total at the end of the Kickstarter. Don't forget that. And remember, if you pledge to the Kickstarter, you can still change your pledges until the Kickstarter closes, either increasing them or decreasing them. But once the Kickstarter closes, that's it. Remember that. Alright guys, let's keep going. And also, before people ask, I am just a fan. I'm in no way affiliated with Catalyst Game Labs. I'm just excited. I just really want to support this Kickstarter. That's all this is. So if you had that question, no, I'm unaffiliated to them. I'm just telling you what I perceive and what I seem to know and what I'm able to read off of their site here. Let's just start with one thing just to clear things up for people. When you get into these packs, the packs, as far as I know, are meant to be for the Mercenaries packs that are invested in each one of the tiers. I will go over the tiers in a little bit here. When you get an Inner Sphere Force pack, as one of your tier options, you will get not only the Inner Sphere Force pack, you will also get an additional salvage box. So if you get the Recon pack, the Heavy Recon pack, or the Assault pack, any number of those things, you get an extra mech to fill in the value that was different. Other than that, if you get a Clan Star, if you get a Vehicle pack, or you get a Legends pack, I don't know if the Legends packs will be part of this for the selection, but I think they are. Those are just on their own, but remember, if you're just picking up a Lance, you're getting a Lance plus a salvage box, i.e. a random mech, vehicle, etc. Oh man, where else to go from here? They are adding in a ton of new maps. They're adding in savannas, they're adding in cities, they're doing them both in neoprene, and they're doing them as map sheet packs. I'm excited for both. There's a There is a spectacular amount of swag that is being made available. Everything is going to be described through the Pledge Manager eventually, which is not fully updated yet to basically handle all of these things. Right now, people are just pledging and being able to attach their add-ons of what they expect that they want. There's also the option for many people to get access to the limited edition products that are involved with the Kickstarter. Limited edition version of the Mercenaries box is going to be available now because everybody broke past the stretch goals. The Battletech Universe limited edition version is also going to be available, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. It includes a bunch of editions as well, but that is only made available. That is something you have to buy individually in the actual Kickstarter itself. So if you pledged for a battalion, but you also want to get the Battletech Universe book, you have to add the Battletech Universe book to your pledge. It's an add-on. It's not actually a part of the pledge itself. There's a spectacular number of miniatures being displayed here. You should see a sliding movement in the background as you see basically the various things available on here. There is going to be a link to the Kickstarter in the video below. If you're interested, it's a great time to jump in. The more people who become interested in the Kickstarter, the bigger the Kickstarter will become. It's already enormous. So I am expecting many good things out of this. We're getting a ton of mechs. I'm absolutely super excited. All of the 2C mechs are adding in. Locust 2C, Shadowhawk 2C, Phoenix Hawk 2C, Griffin 2C. I want all the 2Cs. I want them all. They're mine now. There's also going to be coins. Wolf Dragoon's coin, Word of Blake coin. Oh my god, I want the Word of Blake coin. I will have the Word of Blake coin. The tons of vehicle packs. Vehicle packs are actually very high value, and you can insert your vehicle packs as your add-ons for your different things, depending on the tiers you go with. It's amazing. Everybody who signs up for a pledge within the first 48 hours who's getting miniatures is going to be able to get the Vizgoth for free. Vizgoth is a clan Omnifighter. I actually want this. This is going to be amazing. So remember, you want to sign up today or tomorrow before 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday if you want the Vizgoth for free, because you will get a free Vizgoth. That is very cool. I'm not trying to be too much of a shill. I just can't help it. I'm so excited. Tons of stories are being added. Literally, tons of stories are being added. They're giving many of them away for free. They're writing whole new stories as well. I feel bad for the publishing arm because they're going to be drowning in work. Work is great, though. Work pays the bills, but it's not always great to have that many deadlines. We're seeing a lot of great new art. There's a ton of posters people are going to be getting to. I love all the posters that they're adding onto this. So I'm going to do just kind of a quick breakdown of what all of the extra goals have unlocked for people before we talk about the different tiers. Honestly, there's actually too many goals for them that they've broken for me to really break them all down here in a concise video, especially one I haven't scripted. Even if I scripted a video, it would be an enormous effort to actually script all of this. I hate to say it, but I'm working on several important lore videos right now at the same time, and I don't have the power to go through all of this. All I'll say is I'm excited for all the stories that they're going to give us. I'm so excited for all the posters they're going to give us, and all the posters are getting supersized. It's going to be cool. And like, you see some of these posters they've shown off. One of them obviously is the header for the Kickstarter. Another one, the McCarran's one, just looks badass. You'll be able to see bits of it on the Kickstarter page as it is right now. Again, they've unlocked a ton of additional salvage boxes for people for just having broken the goals. So for instance, if you're on one of the lower bracket tiers, you will find that you're going to be getting like 4 additional salvage boxes or some crazy thing like that. If you're on a higher tier, I believe you're getting like 5 salvage boxes and an additional force pack. If and when the Kickstarter breaks 5 million, you're going to get 2 force packs in addition. It's cool, man. This is all cool. This is so cool. I have not been this excited as a fan in a very long time. There's a lot of value here. Is it as good value as the Clan Invasion Kickstarter? It is slightly lower on the value end, but it's also a bit of a different time. On top of that, they're wanting to support retailers. All of this stuff, with the exception of the special edition things, will be available through your retailers as well. Of course, if you want to support local brick and mortar stores, there's also a tier for the Kickstarter for retailers themselves, but there's just so much here that I recommend backing the Kickstarter. I'm going to be still picking stuff up from my local game store even after the fact as well. I am just so excited for all of the stuff in this. As you guys can probably tell, I seem to be pretty excited. So yes, that is... Oh man, I forgot to mention, this one I think is actually really important. All the backers are going to be getting the ability to get the Legends too. So they had a book come out called Battletech Legends. Battletech Legends is a cool book, goes over the biography of a ton of characters. Battletech Legends 2 is coming. Ah yes, number 2 is coming. Battletech Legends 2, if you're on a high enough bracket, you'll get a physical copy. If you're on many of the lower brackets, you will get a digital copy, both of which are absolutely fantastic. So, now to talk a little bit about the tiers. When I'm talking about these, I'm just going to be reading off what is available according to the site. Remember, more have been added because of the stretch goals. I recommend going through and reading all of them. I recommend checking it out. It's very cool. I will also leave a link to the update part of the page to show you what each and every force pack contains. They've got 2 vehicle packs. I believe they're going to be doing a 3rd one, though. They've got several vehicle packs already. There might be another one coming. They've got several force packs for the Inner Sphere and for the clans. There's a lot coming. Also, they unlocked multiple new Legends packs, including a new Legend pack for the Bounty Hunter. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, first things first. The basic pledge level is just called Paper Pusher. That is for somebody who wants just lore. You're going to get the lore in this. That's awesome. You don't get anything in particular. You just get, you get lore. Great. Then you've got Recruit. Recruit is a great one for somebody who just wants to get into Battletech and just wants to support in some way and wants to get access to some portions of the stretch goals. Recruit is for $35 as part of your pledge. You get a challenge coin of your choice, a beginner box, and a mercenary salvage box, as well as a story and some of the portions of the other components of the Kickstarter. Then you go up to Veteran. Veteran, you get the 4-inch Mad Cat. Actually, all of these moving forward, you're going to get the 4-inch Mad Cat. So you're going to get the 4-inch Mad Cat. You're going to get the Mercenaries box, which is absolutely immense. You're getting so much in that. You're getting multiple vehicles. You're going to be getting like the Devastator and the Star Slayer and the Chameleon and a whole bunch of other cool stuff in that box. Huge box. It's amazing. It's enormous. So that's coming. You also, again, get access to the story details and the stretch goals. $150 gives you the company. Company, you're going to get 2 force packs and the Mercenaries box. Absolutely incredible. I can't stress. That's going to be awesome. Challenge coins, swag. Again, you get access to different portions of the stretch goals. Awesome. Meaning if you get in with the company, if you read, you're going to be getting access to a bunch of salvage boxes. Then they've got the store company. Again, this is for retailers, though. This doesn't apply to the average person. The retailers have a benefit for signing up as a part of this as well. If you're a retailer, go through the details. You'll be very happy with what they've got there. $275 is for the Battalion. The Battalion is probably the most popular. If you look at the highest average of people who've invested in the Kickstarter, most of them either have ended up with the Battalion, or the most common amount of money ends up becoming the rough total of the Battalion. Battalion gives you the Mad Cat, bunch of boxes, 6 force packs, Mercenaries box. There's a lot there. Remember, double blinds coming with it as well, and the challenge coin. Regiment, this is the one I signed up for. You're going to get 12 force packs, 4 challenge coins, 2 swag items, double blind. You're getting an additional couple things as well, like an additional map pack that other packs aren't getting, and other things too. Hopefully, though, Regiment starts getting some better things in the stretch goals, because right now you might be better off with 2 battalions, but it's still a bit up in the air in terms of what's going on. Finally, they had the big Kappa. They might unlock the big Kappa periodically, time and again. It's for $5,000. I'm not going to go through all of it. I didn't do the $5,000 one. I know. It's great value. You get to go to Kerensky Con. It's $5,000. So, this has been an incredible thing to watch unfold. More stretch goals are going to be made available. I suspect they're going to blow past 4 million today. I don't think they'll hit 5 million today. They might hit 5 million by the end of the weekend. I'm telling you right now, this is huge. If you want access to the materials in this, go for it. Remember, as add-ons, and even potentially as part of the pack, you can also potentially choose previous mech packs from Battletech. So for instance, if you want Comstar packs, you can get Comstar packs as add-ons. If you want, if you want to add those as part of your Kickstarter, you can add in previous box sets as well. I just don't know if those are ones you can choose to be your actual force packs in your kits, or if they are just separate add-ons. I don't know everything about it yet. I'm trying to keep up to date on all of it. We watched through so much of this yesterday, but I think the most important thing is if you pick a regular Lance pack as a part of your add-ons, so as a part of your actual Force Pack add-ons in your pledge, not as add-ons, you will get additional salvage boxes unless you go with Clan Stars or you go with vehicle packs. I don't know if I have anything else to add. Oh no. This seems like the perfect entry point for this, because there is something to add. They provided us with a new update on the Kickstarter page. There are new stretch goals that are going to be going further than just 5 million. At 4 million, we are going to see the first of new box sets that are going to be produced for the Kickstarter. Then at 5 million, they're going to be adding more force packs and salvage boxes. Then up to $6 million, there will be another pack added. At $7 million, there will be more force packs and salvage boxes, once more added to everyone's goals. And then finally, at the 8 million mark, there will be the biggest one they can possibly try to do. So they're aiming now for $8 million. I think there is not an unreasonable chance that we get there, and I hope we do. So with that, let's keep going. Though I should add, you should always read everything as the first-party source for all of these things first, of course. Link in the description below again, remember. I'm expecting a lot more to come still. I don't think they were expecting for a lot more to come still, but you are going to find that Catalyst, they're trying not to overpromise. That is extremely important. Some people are disappointed they haven't overpromised in the way that they did with the Clan Invasion Kickstarter, but they had to scramble to cover that. They're trying to make sure that they do honest by everybody who signs up for this. So there are 14,000 backers as of the time of me making this. There is over $3.7 million raised. I expect this thing, personally, to end up with having 20 to 40,000 backers by the end of it. By the end of the 27-day period, that's what I expect. Who knows, I could be wrong. I expect this thing to do somewhere between $5 to $10 million. That's my personal expectation. If it does more than that, honestly, I might not be surprised. Guys, this is the biggest event for Battletech as a tabletop game ever. I really do mean that. This is enormous. If you love the tabletop game, at the very least, consider checking this out. I'm going to be streaming again later today. We're going to have a fun time on stream today because I'm actually just in such a good mood. I just want to continue to cover what's happening with this. They also have their own live stream. So they had live streams individually by Six-Sided Dice. I believe it was Six-Sided Gaming that they worked with. They ran live streams through their Twitch. There was a ton of interviews. There will be additional interviews through that channel as well today. I'm going to post a link to that Twitch channel in the description below for this video as well, because if you want to check them out, I recommend checking them out. They had a ton of informative stuff. Also, a huge shout out to the folks at Catalyst. They answered one of my questions yesterday in the most hilarious way. I'm just going to briefly talk about this because I thought it was really funny. The host, who's from Six-Sided Gaming, had no idea who I was, so I mentioned it in Twitch. He read my name. He's like, Big Red 40K, and he looked at the camera with like just this like, come on, bro. And the rest of the group actually were like, no, he's a nice guy, which I thought was amazing. So thank you very much. Also, a huge congratulations to Catalyst Game Labs. Catalyst has worked so hard. I know that some people are upset with Catalyst for some reasons that vary between multitude of issues. I don't think that these have been particularly major issues, but what people feel as fans is up to them. But I kid you not, Battletech would not be where it is right now. Battletech would have been forgotten had it not been for Catalyst Game Labs. They have inspired the fans. They have created this environment for us to have new force packs, for us to have a new life drawn into the game, and Battletech is as big as it is bigger than it's ever been. We have entered into not just a new golden age, we've entered into the age of Battletech as a tabletop game, and I think that this is just the beginning. I think the game is going to continue to grow. I really do mean that. So a huge thank you to Catalyst Game Labs, a huge thank you to all the people who work on it at Catalyst Game Labs, and to the freelancers who work with them as well. A huge thank you to the management there. Again, nobody's perfect. Not everything is going to be perfect. I don't ever expect that from anyone. But we are only here as we are right now. As a community, my channel only exists to the extent that it does because of the incredible input that they've done. And I fully support the Kickstarter in its current form. I'm absolutely, wholly excited for this. And thank you very much for joining me. Also, as a small tidbit, when they did answer my question, I asked them, hey guys, are we going to see plastic 3055 mechs in the future? In terms of covering the inner sphere stuff that has not been covered yet? And they said yes. So I'm going to constantly hold them to that. So with that, thank you for joining me here today. Sorry for the impromptu video. I'm sorry if this is a bit of a confusing mess. I'm extraordinarily excited for what all of this is. It just is, and I couldn't figure out a way to script this, so we just ran off the cuff. Forgive me for being confusing about it. Check out the links in the description below, and I will catch you all in the comment section below, or later today on stream.